Right, chicken and vegetable gratin made from leftovers. So I've got about the equivalent of a thigh of a fairly medium-sized chicken, chopped up, maybe a little bit more there. I've got about the same amount in volume of roasted vegetables, but any leftover vegetables you've got will do. In there's cauliflower, there's broccoli, there's courgette, there's leeks, there's onion, and there's a bit of garlic in there as well, and a few herbs. So that one takes care of itself pretty much. The other thing I've got here is a clove of garlic, which I'm just going to cut in half like that, and a tomato which I'm going to slice just for dressing the top of the gratin with. You'll need some extra cheese, and you'll also need a measure of Mornay sauce, which I've already made up. Now there's a link to the Mornay sauce either in the description below the video or in a link up there, and you'll need some of that. There's a little pinch of cheese just to scatter on top after finished, and there's this round falconware pie tin. There's a link to my Amazon influencer store in the description under this video, and that'll give a link to where I obtained these sort of items, and that'll probably be under the bakeware section. So let's just get a bit of garlic onto the base of that. Just going to rub it on and get it all around there, because that adds a nice flavour to it. The rest of the garlic I'm just going to chop up and add. I'll just chop that up roughly and add that into the whole. That can go in. I'll just chuck that on top of the chicken for now. Another thing I want to do with that is just give it a spray of oil, and that's just sunflower oil which I've put back in that bottle and use it for this sort of job. So there you go. And in the bottom of that I want to put some of my chicken. Spread that around. About half the chicken and about half the veg. Really simple, this dish. It's so simple even I can do it. There you go. And then we'll do the same again. Another layer of chicken. And the final layer of veg. Out of the way. Waste not, want not. Get it all in. Because you are making use of leftovers, so if you've got any leftovers from your roast or your Thanksgiving roast, you can do this. You can do it with sausage, chicken, turkey, any meat that you got left over, roast beef, venison, whatever you've got. So now we've got it to that stage that you see here, that's about ready now to receive some of the Mornay sauce. So it's one measure of Mornay sauce from my recipe, and then we'll put half of it over there like that. Then stir it in a little bit so it gets down to the bottom, and then top it up. This is going to be lovely, creamy baked deliciousness. And whatever's left in there, I'm sure you'll find a willing recipient to dip their bread into. They'll like that. So just going to even out that cheese across it, and then what we'll do is we'll lay the tomato down in a pan if we can. There we go. Let's just put that other bit there. There we go. And then onto that, I scatter in a cheese just to top it off. Now this doesn't need long, it needs about 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, but always put a baking tray under it because it might just bubble up and spill over, and we don't want that to happen. One other little thing that you can put on top of this is a sprinkle of black pepper, which I always like to do because you know me, black pepper is very much my thing. And a little sprinkle of some kind of seasoning. I'm going to put a bit of this bastard rub on it. And to add a little touch of luxury, I'm going to break out the nutmeg. Let's see what we got here. Right. I always keep my nutmeg in nutmegs, whole nutmegs, because when you grind it, it's much better. If you leave it ground for too long, it tastes like sawdust. And I'm going to put a sprinkle of that all over everything. I don't know, there's something about nutmeg and gratins. It just really, really works so well. So there you go. Fairly generous sprinkling of nutmeg on top of that. And that goes, like I say, that goes into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, which is around 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes. And then we'll see how it is. But keep your eye on it and just don't let it burn. Okay, just while my oven's warming up, I'm going to explain that this is like a keto version of this, apart from the little bit of flour that's in the Mornay sauce. But if you want to use a deeper bowl, put in some pasta and bake it with some pasta, then you've got yourself a delicious meal, a complete meal in a baking dish, really. So there we go, that's going in the oven now. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh yes. Oh very yes. There we go. Chicken and leftover vegetables, leftover chicken in a cheese sauce gratin. Now, you can serve this with potatoes, pasta, rice, or perhaps best of all, just half a loaf of crusty French bread. I think that'll go round rather well, don't you? Let's have a look. There you go. Let's get you in tight. That's going to be a bit too hot to eat for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to let that cool off, and then I'm going to throw that down my neck. Enjoy. Hey friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you would like to follow my channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications for all my future videos. It would be great to hear from you in the comments, and I'll try to get back to as many of you as possible. You may wish to check out these titles or even help me out with a donation using the links in the description below the video. Thanks for watching.